Welcome to the Power Source Podcast. My name is Jason Smith, and I want to thank you for joining me today. You know, this is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, launch a podcast. It's something that's been in the back of my mind, and I've thought about it for years, but I always knew that it needed to be the right time. I always knew that it needed to happen the right way. And several months ago, I felt like, man, this was the moment I felt like God was really speaking to me about. So a few months ago, I began working on what is now this podcast. And I redid it in my office, and I came up with a name, and I put together this whole launch plan and this whole rollout that I wanted to do so that this thing launched big and it was awesome. And the events of this week really just kind of changed all that. You know, this week has been very difficult with the passing of Charlie Kirk, his assassination just days ago. And it really unlocked something to me. I don't think I've been this emotional about someone passing in quite a long time. But I do know this. I know that the minute that bullet struck Charlie, he was in the presence of his Savior. I know that immediately he was transported into heaven, and he heard those words, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." That was the moment that he had lived his entire life for. Did he expect it to happen right then? Absolutely not. Did his wife and children expect to lose someone that they loved so soon? No, they didn't. It was sudden, and it was horrific. The message that Charlie was out there promoting will continue to go on because he put Jesus first in everything. The reason he had so much fruit in his life, the reason he was so successful, is because he stayed connected to his power source. Everything flowed from his relationship with Jesus. He was passionate about his family, and he was very passionate about his country and reaching students in America and letting them know that they have a role to play in this great thing called the American experiment. Sure, he had relationships with people that didn't believe like he believed. He would regularly engage with people that believed like he didn't believe, but he would always treat them with respect, and he would always share truth with them because it came from a place of faith. That was first in his life. A few months ago, someone asked, "How do you want to be remembered?" And he said, "Well, I want to be remembered for the courage of my faith." And I totally believe that that's how Charlie will be remembered. That's how I'm going to remember him. He was a courageous man. And so he inspired a lot of people. He inspired me. And that's why I'm here today. It's time for the Power Source Podcast. Let's plug in and power up.